Hey, what's up? Alex here. I finally got hold of the battery-powered video doorbell from Reolink, and this comes at a very attractive price point at less than 150 SGD. In the past, they only had the traditional wired or PoE version. I saw this in CES this year, and I know that I have to test this, especially with Home Assistant, see how well it works with Google Nest Hub and Amazon Echo Show, and also testing storing the video footage onto a Nest and see how fast is the playback. The VM Rec Dot is an earbud that comes with an AI work companion. It's able to capture and transcribe all your phone calls, meetings, or basically any audio that is playing from the earbud. You're able to start or stop recording easily as the app allows you to customize the controls you prefer. While the audio is transcribed, you can turn on live translation and it is able to translate 15 languages in real time simultaneously. At the end of the recording, you are then able to use VM AI to generate a to-do list and summary out of the recordings. If you have a face-to-face meeting instead, you are also able to quickly record the session by pressing the record button once on the case. The VM Red Dot comes in two color choices, silver and black, with smart active noise cancellation as well. For charging, it supports both wired and wireless charging. For each charge, you get up to 36 hours of battery life. It is IP55 certified for sweat and water resistance, so it's your one earbuds that you can use throughout the whole day, during work or when you're working out. For more details, refer to the links in the video description. Okay, so this is Super HD running at 2K, head-to-toe coverage with 180 degrees diagonal view, supports 2.4 or 5 GHz Wi-Fi, 150 days battery life, and in terms of detection, supports person, vehicle, and package. Alright, in terms of aspect ratio, 1:1, smart detection, and this one is quick reply. Okay, so let's unbox this together first. Okay, so here should be a bunch of documentation, operation manual. This one is something to help you with the installation mounting. Now here's the doorbell. Here's the wedge mount that allows you to mount this at an angle. Okay, so you have this for your hard wiring, USB-C cable. Okay, now let's look at the doorbell itself. Okay, straight away, I feel that it has a lot of similarity with the Google Nest doorbell. USB micro SD slot over here if you want to use micro SD for the storage. The card slot is right behind. Okay, the button is over here, which I don't think people will miss that. There's speaker over here below. Okay, and here's the camera. Pretty nice. I think the form factor is really very similar to the Google Nest doorbell, which I really like it. Alright, so this is how it looks after the installation at my front door with the wedge mounting attached as well, so to let the doorbell camera point at an angle. Note that the recommended mounting height is about 1.2 meters from the ground. And what you see right now is the actual camera footage. The field of depth is a 1:1 ratio and it has your widescreen fisheye lens effect that allows you to see a wider view. This is very similar to the one from Ring, but still you won't be able to see what is directly underneath the doorbell, unlike those with dual cameras like the Eufy E340. So if you have parcels placed right in front of the door, or maybe you suspect someone stealing your shoes, for those you won't be able to see. In terms of video quality, I find that it's pretty decent, I should say. Next, I'm going to test out the notification features. First is the speed of receiving the notification once the doorbell detects motion. It will get a point if the average time taken is within 5 seconds. And yes, it sort of passes the test for me. Next is on whether the notification includes a snapshot. Some call this as rich notification. For Reolink, it will direct you to their cloud subscription plan. As you can see, they have a yearly plan for rich notifications and it is free, only up to 25 notifications per day. This is really nice to have it free because personally, I feel that this feature is very useful in my experience. Whenever someone presses the doorbell, it has the feature to turn this into an incoming call. At the same time, it shows you the camera footage as well, so you can decide whether to pick this up or just select a quick reply. From the app, you are able to customize the response you want. Next, I look at the hardware features. It has front LED lights which you can turn them off on the app. Battery is not replaceable. There's no chime included for this model, but if you get a PoE version, it then includes a chime. Anyway, you can always buy one separately if you need one. If you choose to get their home hub as an MBR, then the home hub can also act as the chime, which is similar to the solution from Eufy. You can slot in two micro SD cards on the home hub, or if you want, there is also a micro SD card slot on the doorbell itself. But personally, I find that this is a big security concern, very important, which I don't recommend people to do. By default, there is no free local or cloud storage given. In terms of audio quality, let me just record directly on my mic without any post-edit for you to listen.
Hello, this is testing the audio quality of what you will hear from someone speaking to the doorbell. Testing, so this is the audio quality of what the person will hear at the doorbell.
Alright, next are a bunch of miscellaneous features. There are AI detection capabilities for both human and package. The app allows you to set privacy or non-detection zones. In terms of recording time, you are able to set post-recording duration after the motion event ends, up to a maximum of 30 seconds. My benchmark is able to set it at least a minute of recording, so it misses out a point here. In terms of integration with Google Nest Hub, it doesn't show the camera live view when the doorbell is pressed. This is the case for many other doorbells actually. Only the Google Nest doorbell works consistently well. But if I manually select the camera on the Nest Hub, or if you do a voice command trigger, it will then show the live view. As for the integration with Echo Show devices, I test this with my Echo Show 15 and it works perfectly well. The routine is triggered almost immediately and it doesn't take very long for the camera live view to load. This is one area that I feel Amazon Alexa is better than Google Home. Lastly is the app UI and overall user experience. For the mobile app, it's pretty basic and simple, not as fancy as Eufy or even Tapo, but it's overall very stable and loads fast. But one thing it stands out is having a Windows and Mac application. From here, all the Reolink cameras are auto-detected via the LAN IP address. Once added to the app, you are then able to select the layout you prefer and have a live dashboard view of the cameras, which is super useful. Note that you can't do this on a battery doorbell or any battery-powered camera as a standalone. You will need their home hub or NVR device. They have a support article on this which you can refer for more information. Okay, before jumping into the final verdict, here's a little bonus section where I'm going to test out the integration with Home Assistant and Synology Nest. I'm not adding this to the scoring matrix, so if this is something that you're not interested, you can skip away this part. But for me, this is something that I value quite a bit as I'm using them in my own setup. So again, for any of these testing to work with battery-powered cameras, you need to have either their home hub or NVR. On Home Assistant, under integrations, it will automatically detect the cameras sitting on the same LAN. Just make sure you have a static IP address for it, and then adding the integration is very straightforward. Here, I will briefly show you what is exposed to HA. This is like the whole list of controls and configuration, everything here. And of course, putting it on the HA dashboard will look something like this. Okay, next is checking out Synology Surveillance Station. If you have a Nest at home, you can potentially use it as an NVR for your cameras, which means the Nest will now be your storage to store all the recordings. Synology Surveillance Station comes with 2 free licenses. So here, I'm inside the monitor center where you can view the cameras and watch the playback. Everything works very well, nicely implemented. I didn't really encounter any difficulties setting this up. Okay, so overall, the Reolink battery doorbell managed to score 19 points out of 25, which is slightly better than the Tapo D230S1, my best budget pick in my last doorbell comparison video. I'm gonna swing my budget pick to the Reolink doorbells now because I think that having reach notification free and the ring to phone call feature is huge. If you're doing a new home renovation, you can ask your electrician to pull a network cable at the doorbell point and then you are able to go with the PoE model, which means you don't need to worry about charging, network signals, plus it's cheaper and even comes with a chime. At the same time from this review, I have the opportunity to test out a couple of Reolink cameras as well. Honestly, I am pretty impressed with the products, quality-wise and price point. So I would strongly recommend you to consider Reolink cameras, especially if you are using Home Assistant or if you are more like an advanced user. If not, I think that Eufy, overall their app and solution is more user-friendly for someone that is not very tech-savvy. As usual, I link the scoring spreadsheet below. You can use that to see which features matter to you more before making your purchase decision. For my Singapore viewers, there's a 30% off Shopee voucher if you enter Shopee through the product tags. This product tagging is a new feature implemented for YouTube SG. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope this is useful. See you in the next one. Bye.